Have you ever been on holiday to a very warm and sunny place? If you have, your parents probably told you that you should apply sunscreen before going out and that you shouldn't stay out in the sun for too long. Have you ever wondered why you need this protection? Why not just let our skin become red and burnt every once in a while? Well, when we get burned a lot, this could eventually lead to skin cancer. Skin cancer is the most common type of cancer. The World Health Organization says that 1 in every 3 cancers diagnosed is skin cancer. Different kinds of skin cancer exist because they can be formed from different types of cells in our skin. The most rare form of skin cancer is melanoma, which arises from melanocytes. The melanocytes produce melanin, which is responsible for the darker color of our skin when we get a tan. Each year, melanomas are diagnosed in 132,000 patients worldwide. Although it is quite rare, melanomas are still considered to be very dangerous since they can metastasize more easily than other kinds of skin cancer. During metastasis, tumor cells spread throughout the body, possibly causing more tumors to be formed elsewhere. Metastasis can happen when a melanoma is not diagnosed soon enough, giving it enough time to spread elsewhere. But when melanomas are treated before metastasis happens, the survival of patients is very good. The Cancer Council of Australia found that 90% of patients that were diagnosed early enough would survive for at least 5 more years. These survival rates are much better than for other types of cancer. So, how can melanomas be formed from these normal melanocytes? The UV light from the sun can cause mutations in the DNA of the melanocytes, for instance in oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes. Mutations in oncogenes can cause the cell to grow and divide a lot, leading to so-called proliferation of the cell. Normally, the tumor suppressor genes would prevent this proliferation and suppress tumor growth. But when mutations are present in these genes, they cannot prevent tumor formation anymore. Multiple mutations in both oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes are needed before a tumor can be formed. The estimation is that around 4 mutations are needed to make this possible. The DNA repair mechanisms of the cell try to do their job and prevent these mutations from piling up. Unfortunately, sometimes it cannot keep up with the rate at which new mutations are formed, which means that the damage will accumulate. This could then lead to the formation of a cancer cell. How could you recognize a melanoma? The most important sign that someone has a melanoma is a new spot or mole on the skin that changes in shape, size or color. It looks different than other spots on the skin. It could also hurt and bleed, itch or be sensitive to the touch. When you recognize such a spot on yourself or someone else, you should visit your doctor as soon as possible. Melanomas can be recognized rather easily since they form on our skin, which means that it could be treated quickly. However, it's always better to prevent melanomas from being formed in the first place. To protect yourself from UV damage, you should always use sunscreen and seek out the shade when it's very sunny outside. So, when your next summer holiday is around the corner, always remember to use enough sunscreen.